Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Superstar PartyPlex 12 FPS Golf for the Soul. My name. It's a very good name that MJ has come up with. Uh, my name is Zen, and today I will be playing Eggs Florentine and Handy, and with me, of course.
It's MJ, and I will be playing Archie.
What do you think we titled the game with golf in the title and Archie wasn't gonna be here?
He's legally obligated. Even if he wasn't invited, he would somehow show up.
Mhm. So, uh, yeah, it is daytime at the Partyplex in a rare occasion, and well, a rare occasion for games where Eggs features. Usually he's only here at night, but he has started coming during the day just a little bit. He came recently for H's birthday, although he didn't know it was H's birthday when he made the plans. That just happens to work out really well. Uh, and also, someone has invited him to come hang out at the Partyplex during the day sometime. So it's
Wow.
a decently quiet weekday afternoon, and Eggs has come in wearing like a hoodie and jeans as casual clothes instead of his security outfit, and is heading for Archie's room.
Yeah. Oh boy. I do think Archie, for the sake of convenience, will be in his room right now. It's in between shows. He's taking a little bit of rest from the whole, being active in the golf zone.
The
The
golf
curtain to his
zone.
room is closed. The golf zone.
Oh, Egg sees that the curtain is closed and, like, hesitates and then kind of quietly knocks on the door.
You can hear some shifting inside, and then the door opens, and Archie says, "Yeah, oh," and like he suddenly registers the fox mask. "Oh, hey, it's you."
Yeah, Egg awkwardly raises one hand in a sort of wave and is like, yeah, it's me. Yeah, is this.
I gotta say, I was kind of starting to think maybe you weren't going to show up, but hey, it's great to see you. And I feel like saying that he like claps both your shoulders and then like lifts you up and backs up and places you in his room.
Oh, Eggs is just frozen, like, oh, okay, I guess this is happening.
Archie looks thrilled, by the way.
Aw. Eggs looks like a little bit nervous, but he is here.
Literal perception.
Sure. That's a 6. Wait, I'll
I,
roll for Handy too. I'm trying to remember Handy is in games. Handy got a 15.
just I'm gonna assume Eggs was a little bit too distracted by the whole being picked up thing to really take notice of Archie's room. Handy, I think, can tell that the room has been recently like it looks better than last time. Honestly, it's more fixed up, but it's like has that like wet paint smell like in the air still. And there's like a couple punching bags set up in the corner now, and some of them has like pictures of cheese plastered to them.
uh, Handy's just like, why the hell did you remodel and make it look exactly the same?
Remodel? I didn't do no remodeling. This, this, he like gestures to the room, was vandalized.
Vandalized to look exactly the same?
No, no, I'm saying it was vandalized and then it was fixed to look exactly the same.
And you hate cheese now.
I hate the cheese man.
The cheese man? Is that another character here that I don't know?
Archie like shakes his head, crosses his arm, and says, "It's worse than that. It's that Ezra guy. Have you met him? I don't know him well, but he snuck into my room and painted it bright yellow.
She,
Left
I
a
got.
single slice of cheese on the floor and wrote on it, 'The Cheese Man.' For some reason, my room still smells like cheese, and I can't figure out why."
Dang it, I don't know if there was any mention of the cheese during the whole being dead thing. I'm looking it up. I can't find anything about cheese or paint. I'm gonna assume Ezra did not tell Eggs about that, which is fair. So Eggs is just like, yeah, I've met him. That doesn't really sound like the sort of thing he would do.
I think Archie like nods. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected it from him either. But we got security, surveillance, evidence of it, and everything.
Oh, jeez, that's. Ah, I don't know what to think about that.
Well, hey, it's alright. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I'm just gonna challenge him to a wrestling match and beat him to a pulp.
you're you're going to wrestle Ezra. That's just to check. We're talking about the same Ezra, the the guy with the blue hair.
Yeah. The hair wire in me was like the blue hair and pronouns. Yeah, that guy.
Eggs looking at Archie like, do you think that's really fair? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah. I mean, he kind of like taps his chin and then nods again, like, yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's fair. It's gonna be a wrestling match, so it ain't like we're gonna go all willy nilly. We're just gonna
Yeah, come
see
on,
who
Eggs.
wins.
It's not like he's gonna kill the guy.
Yeah, I would never do something like that.
Andy is smirking. Eggs is just like, oh, I'm sure you wouldn't. Uh, it seems kind of, weighted in your favor, though.
I think Archie stares blankly at Eggs, and then kind of tilts his head and says, "What do you mean?"
I mean, you're like a foot taller than him and a lot stronger.
Yeah, well, I feel like you have to consider that he has an advantage in being a ghost who can phase through walls and get away with doing stuff like painting my entire room yellow.
Egg is just like, ah. I kind of want Archie to do an insight versus Eggs doing a deception to see if Archie can tell this is not new information.
I mean, I don't feel like Archie would even think that it's hidden information. He met Ezra and it was immediately like, that's a ghost. That's a ghost right there. Why is there a ghost?
Fair enough.
But here's an insight 8.
17. Yeah, no. Eggs is just like, oh, yeah, that might. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you have a point. Seems like a little bit
Archie just
surprised about Ezra being a ghost, but.
it's just just Archie just nods again, like, yep. I'm glad you can see my point of view. So anyway, enough about that cheese man. How about we get on with hanging out?
Uh, sure, yeah. I. I'm not exactly sure what that entails.
You're not exactly sure.
Andy is laughing at that. X is like, do I have many regrets?
If you name yourself Egg, be prepared for puns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just claps Eggs on the back and goes, "Hey, now don't be glum. I got something special for you." And I think he's gonna reach into his hammer space and try to pull out like a special golf club or something. Limited edition. Super
Ooh.
cool. Archie themed. Hammer space roll is just a 1d10, right?
Yep.
One day I'll remember that. I mean, I did remember it, but I needed to check. 8, yeah. He pulls out, like, so I'm imagining it, it's like Archie colors, like the, like,
the
the part you hold is like purple. The in the head of it, the iron, whatever part you would call that, is like red, and it's like covered in like metallic glitter finish.
I'm I'm picturing the like long like thick part of the handle where you don't touch having a little like stand up mohawk.
Somewhere in there, there's a lightning bolt or like like little shapes and whatnot. It's,
Mhm.
it's the tackiest thing you've ever seen, probably, but it's being offered to you.
Yeah, Eggs will take it. Be like, I'm guessing mini golf then?
Yep. Gives you a thumbs up. And like he might, in his excitement, like pick Eggs up again and just like hold him under his arm and start going.
I I can walk there just fine, Archie.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, here. He like puts you down again, and gently brushes you off.
uh. I kind of want to have Archie roll perception because he's picked X up a lot now.
Yeah, perception.
Hmm. Perception
Okay, that's only a +2. 5.
5. Nope, you're too excited about golf. There's nothing weird about this guy. Totally normal human man.
Normal human man. Yeah, Aren't you missing out on lore? So sad, so tragic.
For now, yeah. There will be more chances.
But yeah, Archie is happily leading you to uh Archie Golf.
Yeah, Eggs is following along behind, holding the golf club.
And Archie has like grabbed one of his own once they get outside the attraction from like a little like bucket sort of barrel thing.
Yeah.
And he turns to Eggs and it's like he's almost like he's doing that pose like someone would do with a baseball bat, like menacingly like smacking it in the palm of their hand. But he's very happily doing it with a golf club with no menace intended. So, you ever play mini golf before?
I'm actually gonna roll for that. I don't know. If it's a one, he hasn't. I don't think so, no.
A very like solemn expression appears on Archie's face. He like shakes his head and goes, "Well, we're about to rectify that. It's the it's the greatest sport of our generation, of any generation. And this here is, in my humble opinion, the best mini golf course in Inkwell."
Have you been to a lot of mini golf courses?
No.
Alright.
Just like staring at each other, and then Archie turns and just points and like, "Well, let's get going."
Alright, yeah. X will follow him in.
Do you have your stuff from the 404?
The golf mechanic stuff?
Mhm.
I can pull that up. Give me a sec.
Figure we'll play a few rounds and things will get derailed somehow.
Alright. And I have the
All right.
pictures as well. If we want those.
Pictures and whatnot. Wowee.
If I
Yeah.
can
So,
find. There we go.
yeah, we'll start with hole one. That would be where Archie starts a beginner.
Hmm. Probably the
Okay.
best place to start. Looking at all these holes, yeah, let's keep it simple for Hex's first mini golf.
Yeah, Archie leads eggs in his dazzling club over to the first hole, and Archie like points at like where he should stand, and then points to the opposite end of the bean shape, and it's like, so, you see, it's a very delicate thing, but you hit the ball, and you try to get it into that hole over there. And now, I know most sports, it's like more points equals more points, but this, you want to minimize how many swings you do.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Here, I can give you an example. So I think Archie's gonna roll sleight of hand to aim. Okay. Just gonna read these instructions constantly.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
It's 22. Archie is great at golf, actually.
Excellent aim.
Excellent. Okay, and then roll two strength checks and pick which one to use. Okie dokie. R1D plus. What's your strength again? It's a +2. Wow.
This is gonna be real easy to remember for X because his sleight of hand and strength are both +0.
He's frail and weak, but we love him. Okay, 15 or 12. I think I would go with 12, right? That was how it worked. Like,
It depends. You still wanna. You're just at the start. So, like in the rules, I have the different types of stroke. So, this would be covering ground, I think, because you're still at the very beginning of the course. You got a ways to go.
yeah. So, hold on, my brain. Yeah, so I guess 15 would be
For this one, yeah, I think so.
better. I think with that 22 aim and 15 strength, I'm assuming we could just say Archie gets like a hole in one.
Yeah, I think that works. He like bounces it off the back wall and into the hole.
And then he stands up straight, proudly looks at Eggs and says, "See, easy."
I mean, if you say so, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, Archie steps aside to let Eggs take out the
Mm-hmm. Egg's like crouching down to carefully set the ball down and then standing back up. Okay, a 15 for aim isn't bad. Oh, that's a net one and a 9. I feel like for just the goof, the nat one would be so funny though. It's an FPS. Egg's
We're
like sets
going goofy.
sets the ball down, looks at the hole, looks down at the ball, looks at the hole, brings his club back, and just like taps the ball, and it rolls like an inch forward.
Imagining it's like it rolls like less than an inch, like it just
Mhm.
barely moves. It just falls off the little tee. I'm imagining like Archie standing next to Eggs, like bent at the waist to like watch the swing, and he's just like staring at it straight down, and then looks up at Eggs and is like, "Well, you know, now on certain holes, a delicate touch is a smart move, but for this hole, just kind of gotta get it to the other side of the bean, you know."
Right, right. It's just, uh, I'll try again, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you'll get it. A 7 aim and 19.
A 7 for aim and a 19 for strength. Eggs cocks back the golf club, and this time hits the ball much harder. And it goes flying across the course and over the little wall and into the fake bushes.
As a little gag, I'm kind of like, what if Trick is here today as well, and you just hear like a very distant "ow."
Egg is freezing and looking up at Archie like, did he hear that?
Archie isn't paying attention. He's just like followed the arc of the ball. Like, he has his hand up as if shielding his eyes that are wearing shades from the sun, despite being indoors. And then he looks back at Eggs and gives like a thumbs up, like, "Well, you proved you have the strength for real golf, but real golf sucks. So, try this again."
I feel like X is going over to the plants ostensibly to retrieve the ball, but is going to check in and be like, I'm sorry, are you okay?
I mean,
It's a
as
trick.
you approach the bushes, like the ball just comes flying back out at you, and you hear like the sound of a raspberry from inside the bush.
Well, you're not so hurt you can't hold a grudge. Sorry.
It's like you hear a little rustle, and you can see like Trick poke an eye out, and she's like, "Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you were aiming for me, you did great."
I didn't even know you were here.
I mean, Trick just squints and says, "Well, now you do. Anyway, uh, you're playing mini golf?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you okay?"
I'm not doing very well at it.
I meant more in a general sense. But you know what? Yeah, you just keep at it. I'm sure you'll get it.
Okay, thanks.
And she just like disappears back into the bushes, wondering why. What is Eggs having some sort of midlife crisis now?
He's been for the past week or two. He goes back over to Archie and the golf course and sets the ball back down on the green at the start.
Yeah. Archie like nods to him. Okay, 2 for aim.
One
And
of
you
the
got
strength options is a nat 20.
actually wait, hold on. Can I describe this one?
Sure,
I want
yeah.
good things to happen to him at least one. I think with that too, your aim is so off, but it's so strong that it does the cartoon thing somehow of just ricocheting like off surfaces until it somehow lands in the hole.
Higgs watches this like, is that supposed to happen?
I've seen something like that happen before. It's Anquil. Don't worry too much about it. He like pats Eggs back.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, while it was ricocheting, I think it would be funny if there was another distant owl. Hit her again, but it's fine.
If you don't want to get hit by golf balls, don't be hiding in the mini golf.
It's a hazard zone, really.
Mm,
Hole 2. This alligator, was this the one that was named, Jonesy?
yes.
Yeah, okay. So, first thing Archie does as he leads Eggs to the next hole is gesture at the alligator and go, now that's Jonesy right there.
Um, is it like alive like you? Should I say hello when we go up to it? Or.
Um, you have given Archie an opportunity to lie for fun, and he's really contemplating it now. I think he like looks at Eggs and then goes like, "Yeah, sure. It's a good friend of mine." Anyway, the hole for this hole is behind Jonesy.
Alright. And I mean, when they walk up, before he puts his ball down, he is going to sort of like walk halfway down the hole and be like, nice to meet you, Jonesy. Hi.
I think Archie is like having to like clamp a hand around his mouth to stop himself from laughing. In fact, wait, hold on. You've got magic emotion detection powers. Want to roll insight with advantage?
Sure. With advantage, you said?
Uh huh.
Good, because that was a 6. 21.
Halfway through, like talking about the alligator, you just feel like a wave of humor hit you from behind. If you turn around, you see Archie is like, he has like one hand clutching his stomach and the other one grasping his mouth to keep it shut as he's trying to hold in laughter.
Hmm. I'm checking something. Because X wouldn't fuck with Archie back, but Handy would. Handy has minor illusion.
Oh my god.
uh, I feel like Handy's going to make the illusion of a voice coming from the prop out. Well, Handy's gonna, like, snicker and, like, whisper to Eggs, hey, watch this. And then make the illusory noise coming from the prop alligator of it saying, like, Well, hello to you too.
Oh my god. I'm gonna roll. What is it for saying for illusions? That's intelligence, isn't it?
Let me see. If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, you can determine its illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check.
He's like he does like a double take, like stops mid laugh and like what? And is looking at the alligator like what the heck? He can talk. Investigation. What's your investigation, Mr. Gator Man?
I'm
Okay, that's a +0.
I'm picturing Archie like pushing eggs to the
Well,
side and kneeling on the ground beside the alligator to
yeah,
investigate it.
with a 4 on that. Yeah, he suddenly breaks out into a dead sprint. Like, you know what? Just to, carry on this running gag, picks eggs up and lifts eggs up over his head as he like squats down and is like, "You can talk." Eggs is just held aloft in the air like a stiff board.
Oh, Handy is cackling. Oh, and uses another minor illusion, so it says, "Course I can talk. You just never asked."
Oh my god. He like places eggs to the side, real casual, and just is fully focused on the alligator and it's like, Jonesy, I'm so sorry I neglected you. I didn't realize.
Eggs looking down at Handy like, "What are you doing?" Handy is just cackling madly.
Andy is having more fun than it has ever had before.
Oh. I mean, I don't know if this is the most fun it's ever had, but it is enjoying itself.
I'm kind of imagining like if Handy hasn't given the alligator an auto response, Archie is like now like shaking it like speak to me Garfield, but it's speak to me Jonesy.
And because it's like a solid prop, I'm imagining he rips it out of the ground.
He just like shaking and rips it out of the ground, shaking.
A golf ball falls out.
Yeah, like I feel like when our like 1 to 5 lost golf balls fall out of Jonesy. Jonesy, Jonesy, speak to me. You can't die now that I just met you. You're giving me the cold shoulder, Jonesy. I'm sorry.
You can try rolling investigation again. Flash insight on Handy.
He's not paying attention to that much, but he is paying attention to the alligator. Actually, he might look over at the other two like, I need help. 13.
That meets the DC. As he is inspecting this alligator closer, having ripped it out of the ground. Yeah, it seems like there's no way for this thing to talk. And
He's just
Handy
like,
is just evilly cackling.
he just like, I imagine like his shaking of the alligator like slows down, and he just slowly looks over to Handy, squints, looks back at alligator, looks at Handy, looks at alligator, looks at Handy, and then goes, "So, did you do this?"
Handy is going to roll deception because
Oh
it's
my
a little.
god.
Should it be a disadvantage, perhaps, because it is?
Well, I feel like it would be an advantage given Archie, disadvantage given the circumstance. So just keep it plain old.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
letting you
just
keep
keep
that 23. That's too funny.
roll insight.
Archie, even at his best insight, couldn't beat that, I think.
But let's see how badly he fails. 19. Okay, that's not bad. He like squints suspiciously as Handy is like, "Oh, no way, man. Why would I do something like that?"
I don't know why, but I'm doubting you. He like saying that casually, like places the alligator back down, and it goes back into its the alligator-shaped hole in the ground. He
Handy
like
just
pats it down a little bit, like tries to like awkwardly realign some like
the
pipes.
pipes, yeah. Handy's just like, "Aw, come on. I'm just a watch. How could I do that?"
Ah, well, never doubt yourself.
Right. Thanks for the advice, Archie.
You're welcome. He like gives like a finger guns. And like the finger guns go from pointing at Handy specifically to like towards eggs, and he's like, "Well, anyway, I think this hole might be compromised due to unknown reasons. So let's maybe move on to hole 3."
uh, sure. I mean, uh, you know this place best.
Eggs is just along for the ride.
Mm-hmm. X has two
Oh,
modes: along for the ride and out for blood.
the dichotomy of man.
The dichotomy of a normal human man.
So normal. So normal human a man. My whole 3. Oh boy.
It is a back and forth with alligator animatronics lunging in from the sides. Who's going first?
I think Archie would let eggs go first this time.
X is kind of waiting for Archie, so unless Archie tells him to go first, he's just standing there.
They're just both are staring at each other, and Archie's like waiting, and then realizes, oh, he needs me to prompt him. Okay, and he gestures and is like, well, you go ahead. I don't want to one up you before you get a chance.
Penku has argued that Eggs has as an elusive third mode, flustered slash cute slash gay.
Game mode.
Mm-hmm.
Imagining eggs going like, don't talk to me right now. I'm shifting into game mode.
Alright, there's my d20s, and now I roll for luck.
Look.
Okay, that's pretty good for luck. Um, Unfortunately, all
Yeah.
the other rolls are kind of shit. So, 11 aim, 8 strength. The ball rolls like a foot down the course, but it's going in the right direction.
Archie like applauds like it was a hole in one. Look at
Wow,
that, you're getting it.
a normal mini golf stroke.
I feel like Handy said that.
Maybe it's like, wow, you're doing perfectly average.
And now don't listen to your watch. Nothing about you is average. And he means it as a compliment, but
Egg still kind of cringes and is like, yeah, I could stand to be average in a couple of ways.
who cares about being average? Being exceptional is where it rocks. And anyway, you can hit the ball again and get it closer to the hole in one. Well, not hole in one. It's not a hole in one unless I'm doing it. Huh?
Alright, he like steps closer to hit the ball, and this time, 18 aim, 18 strength, 10 luck. I think that makes it down the rest of the course and into the hole.
Yeah, Archie like applauds again. This time even more wildly and like pats you on the back real hard. You did great. There you go. You got two strokes. That's pretty dang good. Is that what's that called? This is not me in character. That's like a birdie or something, right? If you get
Let's
it in.
see.
Hold on, I gotta look up golf terminology.
It is an, uh, apparently, according to Google summary, a birdie is 1 stroke under par, and eagle is 2 strokes under par, which this is because this hole is par 4.
Okay. I will never understand golf terms, actually. Tango expert at golf terms due to making a game around golf.
Mm-hmm. I also think, because I think it would be funny when Archie like pats Eggs hard on the back, he kind of like flinches forward and you hear like a few notes from what sounds like a music box.
I think Archie like looks around and then brings a finger up as if clearing an ear, and looks around again, and then like shrugs.
Front row seats going nuts, posting music box over and over
Music
again.
box. I was almost possessed to hit the Music Man soundboard button, but I have restraint. I have restraint, allegedly.
Music Man!
Then gave in.
We can edit it out if we want.
I think it's fine. I don't think we're gonna get copyrighted for Matt Pat saying Music Man.
Music Man!
Oh. You can roll insight on eggs if you want.
That's a +2. I already knew that. Why did I look at it again? I can't remember these things. 20!
Ooh, 20. Yeah,
Dirty 20.
as Archie is looking around trying to figure out where that song came from, Eggs looks incredibly embarrassed and nervous.
I think Archie looks at eggs contemplatively and then goes, "Did you just fart?"
And he bursts out laughing. Eggs looks even more embarrassed. It's like, no, why are you asking me that?
I thought I heard something and then you look embarrassed, so you know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's a natural part of life. He pats like children.
Anyway, it's your turn now, right?
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so sleight of hand and then strength. +3 to sleight of hand. Okay, 18. Good aim. Strength is a +2. Oh, I forgot the R. Ah! Exploding that one.
Another 18. Nice.
No, that was the false. That was my aim. There's no
I saw
the
two
R.
18s in a row, I swear, for a second, but
I do not know. You might have been hallucinating.
maybe.
Wait, oh, there's strength. Okay, so he has a 6 for 22 strength wise, and then slash R, and then just like a straight D20 for luck.
D10. It's in
D10.
the little
Right.
screenshot listing all the holes. So a 5 means you do not get eaten by alligators.
Yay!
And this is like a fairly long hole, so the nat 20 might be a good one to go with.
Yeah, I think he just gets an R hole in one.
Exactly.
He once again leans on his golf club all proud and says, "You see, I said when I said that I am the one who gets holes in one, I wasn't lying."
Yeah, I can see why they gave you the golf attraction. You're really good at this.
Yeah, or he has a momentary existential crisis as he wonders, was I given the golf course because I'm good at golf, or was the golf course given to me because I was made to be good at golf? And then that passes quickly, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm great at it." Rin said, Archie looking over his hands for like 3 seconds, pondering his existence before going, "Well, ain't gonna ruin my day."
Why have an existential crisis when I can play mini golf?
In that way, Archie is healthier than all the night terrors.
Tab's forehead. You can't have psychic damage if you refuse to think. Or at least you can't have trauma.
He has some trauma,
Yeah.
but if he doesn't think about it, just fill the void with golf.
Yippee, we're on to the next hole. Oh, right, I'm the one posting holes. Wait, not in that way. Whoops. So this one we did not play in 404. It's got like a ramp that it's got two sections. One you start off higher than the end hole is, and there's like a ramp that goes in a little spiral before arriving at the bottom part.
All right, I think Archie will like ask Eggs, uh, do you want to go first this round or should I?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Not really, I guess, but I just want to be polite and not feel like I don't know. You're my guest, so yeah, you know.
Okay, I guess if you want, I can go first again.
No, I'm saying if you want, it's about what you want.
I don't know.
It looks like he's gonna cry.
Yup.
I think Archie like internally panics and then just holds up a hand like, "Hey, it's okay. I'll go first, cause you don't have to think if you don't wanna. I don't hardly wanna ever, and I'm doing great."
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah. Stares at each other again, and then he just like turns around to start aiming. 13 on aim. Okay, and his strength. Just two. see, 5, 10. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with the 10 since that's like right middle of the road.
Mm-hmm. It would be, I'm picturing it rolls, like, that's enough to hit it right up until the start of the ramp, and then it just rolls down the ramp.
Whee! I wonder how far it gets. Do you think it like safely rolls into a hole in one again, or like kind of
That
stops a little
that
short?
would be funny, and this is an FPS, so
Yeah,
sure.
it just ease glides in. It's like you think it's gonna stop a little short, and then it's like no, it just goes a little extra way. Archie has his club over his head like a Tuscan Raider.
It's like, wow, you're really good at this.
I tell you, I'm the best golfer around. Mini golfer, that is. But I could probably beat those chumps at real golf if I wanted to.
I've never played real golf either, but probably, yeah, I'd believe it.
And I think your life is richer for having never played. This is the superior golf. See, it has tiny little like windmills and fake alligators and it's far more sporting.
Eggs nods. He knows nothing on this topic, so he will trust Archie's opinion. Oh, that wasn't a roll.
Just deceiving me by
Okay.
typing 20.
It's just 20 in a fancy border. Oh. So that's a 9 on aim and either a 6 or a 17 on strength.
Oh, eggs, my boy.
I feel like I'm gonna go with the 17 for fun. And like, he aims, and the ball goes way off to the side of the ramp, but he hit it hard enough that it launches over the side of the top half of the course and lands in the bottom half of the course anyway.
I think Archie applauds and says, "You didn't take the standard route, but you still got to where you needed to be." To aim. Oh god, thanks. Okay, you can have the like a measly one with that 2 and 5, or a one that goes off into the wilds with a 2 and 18.
Hmm. Uh, I feel like X has had a lot of wild balls already. I'll take the 5 and just. He, like, goes down the course to hit it and kind of, like, trips as he's hitting it and just whacks it into the wall.
Archie watching from above, tapping his chin in contemplation, and goes, "Interesting strategy." And he's not saying that sarcastically. He thinks it's like some attempt at strategy.
And hey, Eggs pulls it together with a 17 aim and 16 strength. He, like, turns, repositions himself around where the ball is now kind of up against the wall, and, like, knocks it into the hole.
You did great.
Uh, thanks.
Like, if you look up at Archie, you're like he's like beaming down at you, giving you 2 thumbs ups.
Eggs standing there like, what do I do about this?
Just soak in the praise.
He doesn't know how to do that. He settles for looking resolutely anywhere but at Archie as he retrieves the ball and goes back.
You know, you're looking elsewhere. But I just think it would be funny if you like spot Trick peeking out of the tall grass, like just her ears. She's clearly like watching you play.
Oh, he's just like, oh, great. We have an audience. If you want to have Archie roll a perception to see if he hears that or not, Eggs was very much talking to himself, but
I don't feel like Archie would have been close enough to hear it. Like
mm, that's fair.
Eggs with his little quiet mouse voice, there's not a chance that Archie would hear it from a story above. Or half a ramp up or whatever.
Yeah, 5, 6 feet away. Eggs might as well not be talking.
I actually do think Archie is approaching Eggs though, and then you get like hefted under his arm again. It's like, okay, we're doing great. Hole 5.
Eggs is like, yeah, I can still walk, Archie.
Archie looks down at Eggs and says, I'm sorry, you just have a very pick upable aura about you. And he like places Eggs down at the start of hole 5.
Yeah, apparently I do, huh?
Archie smiles and gives him a thumbs up.
Eggs is
I'll let you
just
be.
looks like a miserable wet cat.
He's the miserable man. Also, I just feel like whenever Archie picks him up or places him down, he does it like in the same fashion one would with like a cardboard standee.
Yes. Excellent.
Excellent.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I'm becoming predictable. Never let them know your next move. Hole 5. I think Archie like is like, okay, I'll let you start this one.
Alright, yeah. Okay.
Can I roll insight on Eggs?
Sure.
I feel like Archie needs to notice whether or not Eggs is having a good time. 18.
18. Eggs is very much anxious and nervous and not sure what the hell he's doing here. But
Oh
Archie
no.
seems to be enjoying it, so he is trying.
Oh no. Archie, with dawning horror, is like, oh no, he's not happy. This is
and
supposed to be for him.
and then with 10 aim and 6 strength, I think he like hits his ball into the little fake river.
It's like goes just a meager little plunk into the water. And I think actually Archie uh like clears his throat and then goes, hey, actually I was kinda I just an idea. Do you wanna do something other than golf? Like, is there a game you prefer?
Eggs is just staring at where his ball is in the water, like I don't really know. I don't really know a lot of the stuff here at the PartyPlex. I didn't grow up in future worlds, so the tech's a little bit.
Well, I don't know how to break it to you, but mini golf ain't really advanced technology. Bowling ain't either. Laser tag might be. Got lasers in it.
See,
There's
bowling, I
go
know.
karts. Cars are kind of everywhere.
See, bowling, I know. I mean, I also know how to drive, but I do that all the time.
Yeah, well, go-karts are fun driving. Now, I ain't never drive a real vehicle to know how it's different from regular driving, but I think it's that you don't have to obey a speed limit.
Higgs is kind of grimacing behind the mask because the way that Archie is describing this sounds like it is begging for a car crash.
Archie, uh, I'm gonna say if he's still riding off that 18 insight, might notice, like, well, I guess he wouldn't since there's the mask, but maybe
Yeah,
notices that something isn't quite right, so he instead switches back to, so you know bowling, right?
I know bowling. Yeah, I've been bowling before.
Well, there's bowling here, you can bowl there.
Sure. Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah, to me, bowling's a lot like golf, except it doesn't have a club and the ball's really big.
Are there, like, pins to knock down at some point in golf?
No? But if you think about it, what are the pins if not just the bowling version of how many swings it took you? You know? You want that hole in one or that center thing that gets all the things knocked over, yeah.
I feel like Auntie is laughing again. Well, I
I
can see
think.
why they didn't give you the bowling attraction.
Oh, now, hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You just don't seem very knowledgeable.
Now, hey, I know a lot about bowling, like, there's pins and balls that are big.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to know?
Don't walk over the line onto the waxed floor, I guess?
Is that a rule?
I think so, yeah.
Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. I want you to imagine like Archie's having a flashback to like numerous times that he's walked over that line without realizing like, what it signified and just like face planted or skidded or accidentally in a cartoonish fashion slid all the way down the aisle and into the pins.
Yeah, see, like in Unquil, I feel like people cross the line quite regularly and do shenanigans, but.
And he's like secretly like, wow, that's why that line was there. I thought it was just for aesthetics.
I thought that was just the start line.
It's just, it's like how golf has the tee, bowling has that mysterious line. I'm sorry, this just made me think of, like Archie ever like bowls, like if the ball ends up like halfway without going in the gutter, he just like treats it like golf and walks over to where the ball landed and like tries again from that point. And that's how he fell a lot of times.
Oh man, every time Rylan was around to see that, he would laugh his ass off.
Aw. Yeah. So Archie is like, gets out of flashback land. Uh, the ripple effect that was covering his face, disperses, and he looks at Eggs and is like, "Well, yeah, bowling. I know how to do it. You know how to do it. Let's go do it."
Alright, do we need to get the ball out of the water first?
He like looks over and is like, "Ah, I think we got employees for that." Somewhere like downstream, there's Otto sadly standing with a net.
Oh, what a cruel job to give to the staff bots. One push, and they'd get a short circuit.
The
Why
life
do
of
they?
the staff bot is one of danger.
Why do they have an indoor stream at a place with so many robots? Anyway.
Anyway, we don't need to answer that question.
To the bowling alley.
The bowling alley. I feel like we need like a PartyPlex version of like the Batman. Na 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 na.
It can be Nightjar.
Nightjar, yeah.
Oh, they are now at the bowling alley. Do I want to do an evil?
Oh sure.
Egg's looking up at the big picture of Rylan above the bowling alley like, I haven't really seen that guy around. Does he still work here?
Want a real insight on Archie?
Sure.
I'm gonna actually maybe roll
Fuck.
deception.
I'll have Handy roll too, why not? Because
Handy.
Eggs did very poorly. And
Oh
did
my god.
exactly the same.
9. They are both. You know,
Oblivious.
I'm rolling deception for Archie, so there's a possibility. Yeah, 15. Okay, yeah, Archie just kind of like nods and kind of awkwardly goes like, yeah, he departed.
Ah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Archie holding in like a single manly tear.
Oh.
Actually, oh god, this is Archie. I'm adding that one anger point accumulated. It's 3 strikes, or he gets really upset and goes into a rage.
Oh, jeez. Alright. They get they get bowling shoes and bowling balls and go over to bowl.
Archie does not get bowling shoes. He doesn't know what those are for, really, other than aesthetics.
They're
Hence why
probably
he was.
hence why he's constantly slipping around.
Yeah, it's like he's just like almost skating when he's in there, like plastic on wax floor. Oh no.
I almost want to make him roll a dex check. Or
I could
dex
do it.
save.
He like boldly, proudly grabs a bowling ball and starts marching to the nearest empty lane. Let's see if traction fails him. What's your dex? +2. That's not too bad, I guess. 4. Immediately, as he's proudly marching, he tips over and just slides to the pins. Like, it just somehow in a magic straight line and gets like a strike.
Wait, all the way down the lot, down the lane?
I just like imagine like somehow he slips and just wee.
I'm picturing him like landing like on his butt and then spinning around as he goes sliding across the floor.
That also works. Actually, you know what? Let's go with that. He slips and spins and then land like he stops spinning like right at the start of the lane, looks around, and then awkwardly gets up, nearly slips again, but stabilizes and goes, "I meant to do that." Anyway, this here lane's free.
Handy is laughing and is like, well, that's one way to get around.
Yeah, I'm quite efficient. I know, it's amazing.
Alright, I don't have mechanics for bowling.
Yeah, You know, I don't either.
We could either
I feel
just
like
do.
bowling should involve like.
I think we could either just do strength or do an aim and a strength, but I feel like just strength is fine.
Yeah, let's just do strength.
Make it easy on ourselves after the complicated
After
mess of mini golf.
we only have to remember one modifier now. So yeah, Archie stands back up his bowling ball, and just like casually like turns and throws it at the pins. 6.
I'm picturing it rolling down the lane at like a snail's pace.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. And then
And
it like slowly rolls into the gutter. Oh, the gutter trap got it.
Eggs awkwardly pats Archie's shoulder.
Archie smiles at that and pats Eggs again. And then like shoves him into like the front of the line. Well, you give it your go now.
Okay, yeah, sure. He like rolls his ball and it goes down the lane even slower.
Like Archie's nodding approvingly, like good form, good form.
Eggs just watching it go like, oh, it's been a while, huh?
Yeah, I feel like, I never really get bowling. You wouldn't want to throw it too fast or it would just go all over the place. You gotta be gentle about it, but if you're too gentle, then it doesn't get to the pins.
Eggs nodding in agreement.
I almost want to like joke that Egg's ball was rolled so gently that it just stops like halfway down. And like Archie
Sure.
points to it and says, "Well, you know how in golf you go and swing again? Go on."
Absolutely not. No way. Mm-mm.
What? No, it's fine. I've done this before. Here, I can do it for you. And he like steps over the
No.
line, and I'm gonna roll an Arctics. And he
Oh.
walks like it's not even slippery over the bowling ball, real casual, and he just like kicks it with his foot so that it like rolls to the pins. It like hits one, falls behind stuff, and then he just happily struts back.
Eggs
See, no
is
problem.
Eggs is cringing like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And I feel like there's a staff bot attendant that's like racing over with its hand raised to protest, but then it sees it's Archie and like slinks away.
Actually, I was thinking one of like the staff bot is racing over, and like just as Archie's turning, and he accidentally just like knocks it away with his tail.
Oblivious.
It's completely oblivious. Clunk. Is there like a fallen staff bot behind them?
Oh. X hears the sound of it falling over and looks and is like, huh, I guess maybe the staff bots could use some bowling shoes too.
The implications that Eggs did not put together what happened just now.
Mhm.
I think Archie, like, that gets Archie attention. He looks and is like, oh yeah, you think they would do that for the guys that work here.
They're both just staring at this fallen staff bot doing nothing to help.
So you're really like, well, not my problem. Archie grabs another bowling ball and takes aim once more. Doo-doo-doo. 4. Even slower. It gets like 3 feet.
I'm picturing it comes to a stop and Archie is ready to go out again and X like holds that arm out to stop him and is like, you're not supposed to go down there. What you do, you knock into it with another ball. Like this. And sends out again the world's slowest bowling ball to Newton's cradle it. And like slowly start the first ball rolling again and is like, I feel like
I feel like as
missed
it
you.
trades inertia with the first ball, it just takes its place.
Newton's cradle. Egg's watching this like, I think I used to be a lot better at this.
I mean, Archie nods and like, okay, I see what we're doing here. And like he rubs his hands together and then grabs another bowling ball. Come on. And once again, the Newton cradle takes effect. He hits the second ball.
Okay, there we go. X pulls another ball off of the ball return and rolls it down the lane at a reasonable pace and force, knocking all the slower balls into motion. And so, like, 4 balls are going to hit the pins at the same time.
It's like, what was that one for?
I think we talked about doing a little goof with the bowling balls. So that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
con save. So, like, Eggs gets this ball rolling. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The picture in my head. But I. Oh.
So he swings out this reasonably paced bowling ball.
And one of his arms goes with it. I think it doesn't follow the ball the whole way down, but there is just an arm lying on the floor now. And X is kind of staring at it.
I thought you would do that on like a nat 20 or something. But
Well,
no, he's like, I'm just a mess.
we've been getting so many 4s and 6s, I had to take the one chance of a decently strong ball so far.
It's so fun. That makes it even funnier though. It's like it's going at like a normal brisk pace, but the arm still came off anyway from all the swinging it's been doing today. And it's just like the bowling ball like reaches the end of the alley, but the arm drops off like halfway down.
X is just standing there staring at it. You can roll insight on him if you want. I am
I'm gonna
curious
roll.
how Archie is reacting too.
I'm gonna roll insight and perception to see if Archie notices. If he notices Egg's reactions to something happening, and if he notices something that's happened. Okay, so the insight is a +2. Then, oh, that's a 20 on
Unnatural
insight.
20. X
Plus
once
amount.
again looks so fucking embarrassed and nervous and also vaguely horrified.
13 on perception.
I
I
feel
think he
like
noticed.
I feel
Yeah,
like it's not hard to notice a severed arm in the middle of the bowling alley.
yeah. I think he like. I like to think. Oh wait, which hand is his dominant hand again?
His left.
His left. Like.
So Handy is not on that hand.
Okay, yeah. Handy to say. But yeah, Archie is standing to Egg's right, so he can't see that the arm is missing. He just notices that there's now like an arm on the thing, and he notices Luke's embarrassment. And he's like, "Oh, hey, it's okay, buddy. You just dropped one of your props. It happens all the time.
One of my what?
One of your props." One of your goofs, one of your gags. It happens to tunes all the time. Hey, you don't gotta be embarrassed.
Yeah, yeah, that's totally what happened. Do you think you could go out there and get it? That's a 12 deception.
I'm gonna roll another insight from Archie. Now, he
Nine.
believes you and he like nods, like, oh yeah, I can get it, buddy. I'm gonna roll a dex, and if he fails this, I have a funny idea. If you'd be willing. 8. Yeah, okay, he starts sliding. He starts sliding as he reaches for the arm. Uh, and like he in my mind it's like he's walking, he's starting to like bend down, his tail doesn't quite counterbalance right. He lands on his butt, but he picks up the thing as he just starts spinning down the aisle, and he like he and the arm go into the back area, like hit the bowling ball pins.
Oh no! The pin return!
And then like you hear like the machine goes like strike, and then like you hear a lot of clunking and bunking and whatnot, and then like on the ball return your arm slides back out of it. Oh no, you're cutting out, I think.
Oh my god. He picks it up and he slides it back up his sleeve and reattaches it. And then he is turning to the fallen staff bot and is like, "Hey, do you know where the access room for the pin return is? I think Archie needs help."
Just to have Otto again. I feel like Otto has just entered to witness that for his shift at like the bowling area.
Wait, is the
And like
whole arm coming off thing, or?
no, just well, I think he saw it from afar, so he just saw like Archie went in and then something was returned via the thingy McBobber, and now Eggs is asking where Archie has gone. So Otto rolls up and just like points towards the staff door, then turns and picks the other staff bot up.
Uh, Thanks, Otto. Uh, well, sorry. Yeah, bye. And runs for
Otto
the
was like,
staff
I think
door.
you've gotten more socially awkward than we last than when we last met, and then just rolls off.
He says that.
He says that. No one else is around. Well, maybe there's other people around, but honestly, I think Otto's starting to not care anymore.
It's been a rough week. God damn it. And Eggs runs off for the staff door.
I want to roll deck since you're running on bowling area.
Okay. That's a whole 0. 3.
You fall on your butt, and like Archie just like spin across the floor and go through that door.
Oh. Uh, yeah. He's just sitting there with a deadpan expression, like, I guess this is my life or unlife now. Handy is laughing so hard.
I do think this is starting to become the funnest day of Pandy's life. Like, free entertainment, man.
Mm, it is a very fun day
For Handy.
for Handy.
Yeah, I think you hear like some angry grunting elsewhere, and if you like, I don't know how bowling areas behind the scene actually work, but I feel like Archie is like in some sort of bowling pin contraption thingy restock thing, you know, just kind of stuck. Like he has like some limbs and a tail stuck.
Mm. Oh, jeez. Are you okay, Archie?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Did you get your prop back?
Yeah, all good on that front.
Great. You're great. Yeah. So I'm in a little bit of a situation.
Yeah, looks like it. Can I help? How can I help?
Well, hey, maybe you can help pull me out.
Uh, I don't think that's going to go so well. I guess I can try.
Yeah, you know it is. If it don't work, it's fine. No harm done. I'll just break it, I guess.
Uh, I have mending if you do.
Hey, great. That's convenient. So anyway, get to pulling.
Alright, he's rolling strength. That's a 4.
A man who doesn't want his arm to fall off again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just to like, it's like Eggs barely tries. Just like a little like.
Mm-hmm. Eggs is like doing the least he can while looking like he's trying.
Archie is.
Actually, I'll
Hey,
roll him a deception too.
yeah. How much is he putting into this performance? 15. I'm
15.
gonna roll
Decent.
an insight. 5.
5.
Archie thinks he's genuinely helping, you know? Why
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't he?
He's trying his best, clearly.
Hey, it's okay. I feel like maybe this ain't working, but that's fine. You've got your weak little noodle arms, but that's okay. I'll just he looks around. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'll just and he's like trying to calculate where's the best place to punch. Do-do-do. Rolling strength again. 14. I think he just like there's like a joint that his free arm can get to, and he just like punches that. And I don't really know if that has much effect, honestly.
I feel like maybe that gets his other arm free and now he can sit up.
Yeah. There we go. Now for the legs and tail. That. Just gonna restrict again. Dee 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 dee.
A nat 1.
My buddy, what did you do? How did? Oh wait, actually, I feel like the funniest option, since he's in some sort of moving contraption, you know, the funniest option is as he's taking aim, it just starts moving again and dumps him.
Oh no!
Ah. Oh wait, I know.
Are you okay? Oh gosh.
Um, I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel like maybe whoever invented bowling might be slightly sadistic. And he's like looking at the bowling pin contraption, which Zen has posted an image of, and that looks like a torture machine, maybe. Either that or a
Yeah,
bunch of trombones.
you wouldn't want to get caught in it either way. But yeah, I think Eggs comes over to check on Archie and is like, "Are you sure you're okay? You didn't
Yep,
get
I'm fine.
oh,
I'm keeping my cool.
all right. Thanks for your help." And he'll go cast mending on the pin return machine and make sure that it's not broken.
Yay! I don't feel like Archie did much damage to it, frankly.
Mhm.
I think Archie's slightly disappointed he didn't do more damage to it. It clearly has it out for him.
uh, another time perhaps.
I think Archie just like stands up, stretches slightly, dusts himself off, and then like gives Eggs a thumbs up. Well, hey, look at us helping each other like a couple of bros.
Roll insight.
12.
I feel like that's enough to see that Eggs kind of, like, initially was very open to the idea and seems to be happy, and then, like, Archie mentioned bros and he kind of froze up.
Uh, Archie sees, he kind of froze up and tries to rethink what he said. I mean, like a couple of pals, a couple of friends, a couple of compadres, a couple of amigos.
Yeah, any of those is fine, yeah.
This is what I get for trying to use modern slang. Bros. Who says that, really?
You're asking the wrong person. Sorry.
he, like, he's kind of like awkwardly looks around and then like pats Egg's shoulder again and says, "Well, anyway, you feeling good?"
I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Man, bowling, am I right?
Yeah, that's not the same as I remember. I mean, it kind
Yeah,
of
you
is
know,
the
I
same
think
as I
it's for
remember, but it kind of is the same as I remember, but I'm not having as much fun as I remember.
yeah, I don't think it's quite as intellectually stimulating as golf. But that's okay. We can go in. Hey, how about some ice cream?
You can roll insight again.
Everything with eggs leads to a reminder of trauma. The saddest man. 10 on insight.
And 24 on deception. So he's just like, I don't know. I've heard, that the clown animatronic that works at the ice cream isn't so nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, good point, good point. She'd probably be nicer to you, though, if I'm here.
No, probably better not to test it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, then, hey, we could go and get, some burgers. Or pizza.
Uh, I had lunch before I'm not really hungry.
Oh. Well, you know what? Fair enough. Then, what else could we do, buddy?
Uh, I mean, we did golf, we did bowling. Uh, maybe we could just hang out.
Oh, yeah, we could. You know what? That actually sounds like a real keen idea.
Yeah, this has been a lot.
Of fun? He asks, hopefully, but kind of slightly dreading that the answer is no.
Uh, some of it.
Well, he awkwardly like rubs the back of his head. It sounds like at least your watch had a lot of fun.
Oh, this has been great.
I'm starting to think you might be the same sort of sadist that invented bowling.
Eh, maybe.
Archie is like squinting at the watch and then like Like leans
It's
in
making
closer
us.
to eggs.
It's
It's like, you
making like
better
a.
watch this one.
It's making like a smug cat face. He said you better watch this one, and he's
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, very clever. Haven't
What
heard
was
that
clever?
one before."
What's your watch going on about?
Eggs is turned to laugh as he's like, "You said I better watch it.
Yeah.
It's a watch."
Just imagine like that math meme, like lady with math floating around her head meme. As our she's trying to make his two brain cells connect. Uh oh, I get it. It's got little eyes.
Yeah, Eggs will laugh at that. Not as loud as I am, but he's like, "No, no, 'cause it's like the verb watch. It's the same as the noun watch. Watch the watch."
Oh. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't put that together. Huh. Watch the watch.
I'm not that surprised.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can figure it out.
The math returns.
X like, Andy, that's needlessly antagonistic.
I think, Eggs, that your watch is calling me smart. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome.
I think Archie, like, just reaches out and pats the watch.
Ah,
Like, just basically smacking Handy in the face twice.
hey, watch it. Oh, now I'm doing it. Don't just touch.
Sorry. I patting people, and he, like, smacks Eggs on the back again.
Oh, Eggs again, like leaning forward with the force of the pat, and there's another couple musical notes.
Archie looking again. Like, he does, like, a full spin as he's looking for the source. And then he stops, and his eyes go to Handy, and he points at Kiyosuke and says, "It's your watch doing it, like with the gator."
Yeah, that's definitely me. Haha, I made you look.
And like, like that sort of like "aw you" sort of pose with like the wagging finger. That's what Archie does.
Aw, darn. I can't believe you caught me.
Handy covering for eggs. That's actually almost sweet. Yeah,
Mhm.
honestly, I'm not quite sure how to conclude this game. It almost is funny to just iris out on that.
Mm, maybe like they start walking off towards Archie's room to just hang out and talk and have a casual chill hangout, and we let them walk away from the camera.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was fun.
that was fun.
So many shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Eggs had a fun time, kind of, maybe, slightly.
It was not all terrible. He was trying.
and we love him for it.
Aww. Handy had a very fun time.
And he was probably like, we should hang out with Archie again.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, I think Candy likes hanging out with Archie now. I don't know if it likes him as a person, but it likes having him around.
My brain immediately formulated the idea of what if one day, like, something happens and Archie has to watch Handy, or like,
Yes. Okay, we should end the recording first, but eyes at you.
yeah,
We'll go to DMs later. Anyway, thank you for playing. Thank you
yes, thank
to
you for playing with me.
listeners in the future. And
Hi,
now,
Cecil.
hi Cecil, ex Florentine.
Hey, 17.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.